Welcome back to Esthetics Magazine. Find more skincare resources at aestheticsmagazine.com. In today's episode, we will be discussing business and spa ownership. Spa ownership, the process of researching the legal and licensing requirements for a spa can be quite complicated, so it is best to start early and be as organized as possible. The department provides a licensing guide that explains in detail the many steps and requirements for obtaining a spa license in the state. Additionally, the department's website allows users to verify professional licenses, which is a useful tool for prospective spa owners who are looking to hire licensed estheticians or other professionals. The United States Small Business Administration provides a detailed guide to writing a business plan. Additionally, there are many online resources and business plan templates available. Look for resources that are tailored to your specific state and local legal and licensing requirements. In the United States, these requirements vary widely depending on your location. It is important to research and fully understand local, county, state, and federal regulations before making any decisions about your business. Consultation with a local business attorney is highly recommended in order to ensure that you are in full compliance with the law. Some components of a business plan include an executive summary, a business description and mission statement, a description of the company's organizational and management structure, a description of the company's products and services, and a market analysis. Generally speaking, a good business plan will be about 20 to 30 pages long, not including supporting documents such as resumes, job descriptions, and market studies. Spa ownership can be both personally and financially rewarding, but it also requires a significant amount of time, effort, and financial investment. Before starting your own spa, it is important to consider your personal and professional goals and to create a comprehensive business plan. A business plan is a written document that describes your business goals and the steps you will take to achieve them. Business plans are not only essential for startup funding, but they also help to direct your attention to potential risks and challenges. A well-crafted business plan can help you to minimize these risks as much as possible. Business planning and startup. To create a plan for your business, start with a sustainable business model. A business model is a high-level plan for profitably operating the business in a competitive and often changing environment. It's based on identifying the customer's needs and problems and finding solutions and the means to deliver those solutions. A business model describes the means by which the business will achieve and sustain a competitive advantage, generate revenue, and make profitable sales. There are many types of business models, and often they are combined or matched to suit the business. The most appropriate model will depend on the type of business, and quite often different models suit different types of customers or markets. For example, a business model for a hair salon will be different from a business model for an online store. There is a useful, generic business model methodology that can help you find the most suitable model for your business. It covers all the important elements of the business: customers, distribution, the market and products, and the means to achieve profitable sales and keep customers happy. But now experts advise that 3 elements are vital to a good business model: market research, customer service, and financial planning. These 3 things will help to make sure the business model can be put into practice to achieve profit and growth in the business. Market research and being aware of the constantly changing market environment is very important for preserving a good business model. It is part of the model's review and update process. Customer service will keep customers satisfied and loyal to the business, offers ways to differentiate from competitors, and helps to improve the business model. However, in order to have good customer service, a business must have reliable and suitable financial funding to produce good customer service and encourage a loyal customer base. A suitable business model will cope with all these important aspects of successful business operations. Businesses will benefit from research and planning, providing that the research and planning is done in a focused and strategic way. Start by brainstorming different elements of the business: what the customers are expecting, sales, customer satisfaction, and the means of delivering and supporting the customers. Then, planning should aim to deliver a clear, precise, and efficient strategic implementation. Finally, research and planning need to align to focus on how the business will deliver and satisfy the customer and generate profit. Profit can be measured in the traditional way of cash generated by sales, but it can also cover measures such as an increase in market share, customer loyalty and satisfaction, and leadership and employee loyalty. This approach is called the balanced business model that incorporates good profit measures and the development and growth of the company in the market. Through using these 3 steps, the possibility to find, develop, and deliver a sustainable and profitable business model will increase. Legal and licensing requirements. Business owners needed a general understanding of the laws that could affect the business, but it was always a good idea to seek the advice of a qualified attorney who had experience in the health and beauty field. The regulations governing the practice of aesthetics were generally state-specific, which meant that the laws and requirements could differ significantly from one state to another. License requirements for estheticians varied from state to state as well. Some states required licenses for both estheticians and aesthetics facilities, while some just required individual licenses. There are staff requirements, too. For example, states may require that a given percentage of staff have a specific type of licensing. There could also be staff ratios to consider, such as requiring a practitioner to have licensed staff present for certain types of procedures. In addition to legal and licensing regulations, there were also likely to be various administrative rules and regulations, although these could span both state regulations and local ordinances. These rules could cover a wide variety of standard business concerns, such as minimum wage and overtime requirements, tax laws, workers' compensation, unemployment compensation, and compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. There may also be administrative rules concerning things like building codes, fire safety, infection control, and hazardous waste management, all important issues in a health and beauty business, staff recruitment, and training. To start, a job description ought to be developed to articulate the important duties and obligations of a position. For current staff who are being considered for a promotion, it is important to review and update the job description to guarantee that it reflects any new duties or qualifications. All candidates for a position should complete a standard employment application form. It is a good idea to gather the same basic information about all candidates, except where specific information is required that may vary based on the type of position held. Using the standard employment application form will help to ensure that all relevant questions are answered, and that no prohibited information is sought from any candidate. Next, candidates for a position should be asked to complete appropriate reference and background checks. These may include a review of a candidate's driving record, criminal record, and for those applying for a position that involves working with children, a check of the child abuse registry. While it is possible to make conditional offers of employment before the completion of certain checks, no candidate should actually begin work until all necessary reference and background checks have been successfully completed. As discussed previously, the success of an employee training program can be greatly facilitated by careful supervisor involvement. It is crucial that employees understand what will be expected of them during the onboarding phase and beyond. By establishing and implementing structured turnover procedures that require quality documentation and an effective transfer of information, a chain reaction of successful job performance and satisfaction can be set up from the very beginning. This could be as simple as requiring that a checklist, like that on the following page, be completed and submitted formally upon reaching a certain step in the turnover. By taking information learned from this program and incorporating exit interview feedback and efficiency metrics, the effectiveness of the employee training program can be documented, and any necessary improvements can be made in the years to come. By setting a company-wide culture of continuous and professional employee development, not only will employees be more capable, but they will also be more satisfied with their jobs and their position within the company. It's time to level up your skincare product expertise. Are you confident explaining vitamins A, C, and E to your clients? Stop guessing. Get the Essential Guide by Greg Risha, Understanding Vitamins in Skincare. Get your copy today at aestheticsmagazine.com.